This is Elton Sherwin. Thanks for tuning in again. This short episode is a bit different. Here is how Google's NotebookLM AI summarized the story of my stroke into a 6-minute slideshow. Now, there's nothing new here. You've already heard all of this in the last episode. But I was impressed with how well the AI told my story. If you're on Spotify, you can see the slides, but you don't need to. The audio stands on its own. And when you finish, you might find yourself wondering, do I really need to get my LDL below 70? And that's exactly what we'll dig into in the next episode. But first, here is Google's NotebookLM telling my story.
Hey everyone, so today we're diving into a really powerful personal story that honestly holds a life-saving message for every single one of us. It's the story of a man named Elton, a sudden stroke, and a pretty shocking medical revelation that just might challenge everything you think you know about being healthy. Okay, let's just start with this one quote because it really says it all. 3 months before my stroke, I had been given a clean bill of health. That right there should make all of us stop and think. It sets the stage for a really critical lesson. Feeling healthy and actually being healthy, well, they are not always the same thing. All right, let's get into it. Part 1, the day everything changed. We're about to see how that clean bill of health collided with a brutal, life-altering reality. Okay, so check this out. This is from September 2019. His total cholesterol, 194. The official label from the lab, normal and desirable. And his LDL, the so-called bad cholesterol, 123, also considered normal. I mean, let's be real. Most of us would get these numbers from our doctor and feel pretty great about it, but that normal was hiding a ticking clock. And then, bam. Just 3 months later, it happened. December 4th, 2019. A little after 7 in the morning, the right side of his body was just suddenly partially paralyzed. In that single moment, that clean bill of health meant absolutely nothing. So what happened in those next few minutes was absolutely crucial. This brings us to a concept neurologists use all the time. Time is brain. And it's so true, right? Because during a stroke, with every single minute that passes, brain cells are literally dying. Knowing how to respond fast can save a life. And that's where this acronym, Be Fast, comes in. This is something we should all, and I mean all of us, have memorized. B is for balance problems. E for eye and vision issues. F is for face drooping. A is for arm or leg weakness. S is for slurred speech. And T is the most important one. It stands for time. Time to get to the ER immediately. Even if it's just one of these symptoms, you go. And Elton's family, they were on it. The stroke began at 7 a.m. By 7:15, he was already on his way to the ER. And get this, in under an hour, that critical clot-busting drug, TPA, was being administered. That incredible speed is what saved his brain. The effect of that quick action was just profound. His wife said, "I could see your smile returning as the TPA dissolved the clot." It was that fast. It was that miraculous. I mean, wow. It's a modern miracle for sure, but it's a miracle that is 100% dependent on getting to the hospital fast. But even with that miraculous, fast treatment, the story doesn't just end there. The stroke still did damage, and it led to a really long and difficult road to recovery. That first year was a real battle. He went home from the hospital in a wheelchair and a walker. He had to endure over 40 sessions of therapy, physical, occupational, and speech therapy. There's even this really sobering video of him 2 weeks after the stroke, and he can't even catch a ball dropped from just a few inches away. But slowly, gradually, he regained his ability to walk, to drive, and even swim. His journey is just a stark reminder of what is at stake. So this all leads us to the central mystery of the whole story, right? Why on earth did this happen to someone who, by all official measures, was healthy? It's time to uncover the real culprit. And here it is. This is the single most important number in this entire explainer, 90%. That's the percentage of strokes and heart attacks that are preventable. This is the moment where the story shifts from being a tragedy to a story of empowerment. The main villain in this story, as it so often is LDL cholesterol. It's called bad cholesterol for a very good reason. High levels of it cause this sticky plaque to build up inside your arteries, and that plaque is the direct cause of most strokes and heart attacks. Now, this chart, this is the key to the whole story. Look at this. Before the stroke, Elton's LDL was 123 and it was labeled normal. But here's the thing, the optimal target for preventing these events is actually below 70. Now he keeps his level at a healthy 55. That huge gap between normal and optimal, that's the danger zone where his stroke happened. And this all leads to a really powerful revelation. What we consider normal in this country is often neither healthy nor desirable. We have to completely recalibrate our understanding of what a safe number actually is. So that brings us to the final and most important section, your action plan. Elton's story isn't just a warning, it's a roadmap for taking control of your own health story. You know, the first line of defense is actually surprisingly simple. It's what's on your plate. To lower your cholesterol, you just eat more fruits, veggies, nuts, and whole grains. And you eat less salt, processed meat, saturated fat, and sugar. It's a simple shift that can have profound effects. Okay, here is a plan that anyone can start today. Step 1, know your LDL. Go find your last blood test. Is that number below 70? Step 2, take action. If it's over 70, start making those diet changes and then get retested in 90 days. And step 3, consult your doctor. If diet alone isn't getting you there, talk to your doctor about a plan that might include a statin. So, to wrap it all up, let's just focus on the 3 numbers that are the most critical for your cardiovascular health. Your A1C, that's blood sugar, should be below 5.7. Your LDL, that bad cholesterol, needs to be below 70. And your blood pressure should be below 117. These are your new goals for optimal health. So, we've walked through Elton's harrowing and ultimately really hopeful story. We've seen the danger of just being normal and the incredible power of being optimal. And that just leaves us with one final and really crucial question. Do you know your numbers?
I hope you found that as interesting as I did. Up next, do you really need to get your LDL below 70? Just a reminder, neither I nor any of these AI engines have a medical degree. This is Elton Sherwin. Thanks for joining me today. And as always, stay safe and stay healthy.